Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bernice Nicole and I'm an acrylic painter, and I am going through some of my footage that I filmed while in the middle of a massive 8 or 9 month art slump. And so things were getting filmed sporadically, but I just didn't have that passion or that fever to share the things with you, to edit the things, to make them presentable, to be put on the internet for all to see. And mind you, I don't do a strenuous editing process at all, but I do some little finessing, a little cleanup here and there, especially because I love to talk. And so I can really edit out like full on tangents. And so this section of videos that I'm sharing today is about my art show. This is part 3 technically in the series of, oh shoot, I have an art show in 24 hours and I forgot all about it. So I started panic prepping. The first video is about like actually panic prepping. The second is about a painting that I was originally happy with, very happy with. And so I said it was finished, but I was just trying to be done and not spend more time on it because I was in an art slump. That happens sometimes. And so I actually ended up updating that painting, and if you don't want to go back and watch, it went from this to this. And I'm really happy with it. So that was the first of the paintings that I updated, varnished, and like signed and named in some cases, and then sent off to be in this art show. But today's video is not that. Today's video are about the rest of the paintings that I decided to work on, update, varnish, and send on their way to this art show. So a quick little video, but I think the process is interesting because some of these paintings were so much older, and so they felt like they were in different art styles. They felt like they were a different me, especially for the me that is currently, during this segment of filming, in the art slump process actively. And so I'm looking back on it now as I'm coming out of my art slump, and I'm like, do I still feel that way about these? It's an interesting look into the art process. It's an interesting look on how and why I'm picking paintings, what I'm not liking and what I am liking, depending on like the mood and the day and things. And I don't think I would have had those same feelings about the art. And the point of these videos are to bring you into my art process, even when they're chaotic, even when they're art slumpy, even when they're a hot mess. And we do have some hot mess videos coming up for you, so stay tuned. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the video, but with the context that these paintings are in addition to this one I just showed you, that are all going off to be an art show. So here you go. Yeah, I had absolutely no idea that my paintings were supposed to be going to an art gallery tomorrow, as in 24 hours. So I did a lot of rush varnishing today, and I ended up choosing not to finish any paintings if they weren't ready to be sent out. They were either going as is, and I accept them for who they are as a painting, or they're not going at all, except for one painting. So let's talk about it. Here it is, finished, it's done, it's signed, it's varnished, and this is the first of the pieces that will be going off to the gallery tomorrow. So let me show you the rest of them. Of course, I'm bringing my black opera painting. I got it off of the wall, and I was gonna varnish it again. I still might. I still might varnish it again. I did varnish it when it was officially finished, but that was 2 years ago, and I feel like this could use a pop of a couple of colors, but I don't know. I might not, but it's going. I love this painting. I love this painting so much. This painting was such a breakthrough for me, and it was the first time I played with these shadow figures. And if I'm going to do this painting, then it feels like it makes sense for me to do this next painting, which is also opera themed. It was based off of an orchestra piece that I listened to. The lady, her hands just was mesmerizing, and the music that she played, like I can't stop. Every time I think about it, I'm just like I'm silly. Anyway, this also has shadow figures. So I feel like if I do the black opera painting, and this is another piece that would complement it, show different skill sets, show a different type of storyline, and I don't know. But yes, here is this piece, very shiny. I very much like the semi-gloss. Honestly, again, I might varnish that one. I still have some varnish left over from the mix that I had to do. So the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm sitting here, I'm like, do it. Okay, so we have that. Another option is forbidden fruit, which is really it's not the same kind of piece, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not the same style at all as black opera. However, it is one of my, again, most detailed works of late. It is very like strong storytelling. It's called Forbidden Fruit. You see the hints around, like, this tells a strong story. Even though this one doesn't necessarily have like the shadow figures, I think it still ties in because they're both obviously very character driven, and they're also very strong in like the concept and the plot of the painting. And honestly, it really shows off my color use. And so those are my two options. Maybe I need to do a TikTok poll. Anyway, so we have that. Forbidden Fruit is definitely going. This piece, I think I named it originally Taking a Stroll. This is an older piece for me. I think it's 2018 or so. It didn't have a signature. It wasn't varnished. And it's an older style. This is a painting when I still really was like loving basically forest pieces. I still love fashion, so the fashion girly is doing the fashion things. And I also added a veil because this is the time around when I painted and my mom was having she was getting married, so like I was very inspired by like her veil and like her getting all dressed up and wearing makeup and all of those things. So I don't know if I still like the name Taking a Stroll, but it's going. This ballerina painting is going. I really wish I knew a child who really liked ballerinas. I think this would look so nice in a kid's room. And it's so representational because there's so many different shades of women here. And so I really love this piece. I don't know, maybe I'll save it for whenever I have kids one day. This piece is going, which is a painting that I don't know what I named it. I do know I gave it a name, but honestly I painted this so long ago. I think this was 2020 I painted this, maybe 2021. 2021. So I have this. It's a very emotional painting. So this is going. This was not originally planned to go, but this is my Paris piece. And I thought, you know what? It's been sitting on a shelf for so long. And I was like, I had all this extra varnish I was trying to use up from the batch that I made. I was like, let me just varnish it. When I varnished it, the oranges in this piece popped so much. I was like, this is great. Why was this on the shelf? This is an older piece. It's 2021 as well. And I think when I updated my art studio, I just got I just put in storage a lot of these older paintings. Not because I didn't like them still, but because I had so much new paintings coming in 2022. And I was just like ready to switch the style up. Even though this clearly looks like something I would paint, I feel like it's still a separation from like some of my newer pieces. This is another one of those older pieces. It's not that I didn't like the pieces, again, just that it was older, 2021, and I just wasn't wanting to see it on my shelf. So it's very different from something like this, which I did last summer. Like, I think you can tell it's the same person. The eyes are closed, the emotion, the head is tilted away, the colors. But I'm drawn to different color tones right now. And I feel like, you know, I don't know. These are both going, although this is another option for the members show because I do love this painting. But anyway, here's that. Two more older paintings. Manifesting. Honestly, I wasn't planning to send this because I feel like there's so many issues with it that I could fix if you see the blend on her face is very harsh. The proportions aren't the best. But you know what? I like the scene and I like the painting, and I want to respect where I left it. I didn't want to change anything. I wanted to respect the place it was and who I was as an artist back then. If I nitpicked on every old piece about what wasn't finished and what I would change now, like, they wouldn't be old pieces anymore. They would be new pieces. So I'm just like, you know what? We're not doing this. Let it be for what it is. And I still love the piece. So I'm nitpicking for something someone might not even notice or care about. I'm the one who sees it. I'm the one who notices. So lesson learned. We're gonna move on, even though it's very hard for me. Finally, this piece. And this piece specifically because she looks like she's getting dressed up to go to all of the places in the other paintings that I painted. Like, maybe she's going to be in the audience looking at the ballerinas or the black opera or the orchestra or the movie theater. Maybe she's going to join her friend. And I like this whole scene. And again, once that varnish hit this corner, I was just like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So these are the paintings that are going to the art to the art place. Thanks so much for watching for this update. Anyway, my name is Marnice Nicole. I'm an acrylic painter and I'm out. Bye.